Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our next week of our com235 class. This week, we're going to continue taking a look at the Microsoft Excel program. Over the last week, I think we looked at simple formulas like adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, and just kind of getting a feel of kind of how to use Excel as a glorified calculator, if you will. If you'll remember, in the first week we talked about how to format cells and how to format the page and kind of set up a spreadsheet the way that we'd want to do it. We talked a little bit about organizing a workbook and that sort of thing. Then last week, like I just said, we worked on simple formulas such as adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. And I think one of the headaches that I see most students have with this is Excel will do a really good job of all of these and even complex stuff, but there's usually more than one way to do it, and so that can kind of be confusing. And then at times when you're not using the numbers, you're using the cell addresses like A1, B5, C8, things like that. It can get a little bit confusing if without a lot of practice. So we're going to go back over simple formulas again and again until you've got it, and then we're going to move into what we would call complex formulas, although I don't know that they're all that complex. When I think of complex formulas as far as Excel's definition, we're talking about doing more than one operation at a time, like multiplying and dividing, multiplying and adding, subtracting and stuff. Maybe doing percentages, doing averages, doing the min, max, median, mode, things like that. Doing some statistical functions like standard deviations, and even stuff like accounting. We can set up mortgage tables to see how much it would cost us to buy a house or to buy a car, things like that. So those are what we would consider probably the more complex formulas. But before we go there, we'll start and go back through again and again on the simple ones to make sure you have a good understanding there. So, with that said, I think we've got a relatively easy week or so before we get into things that are really hard or take a little more practice. And what I'd like you to take away from our little video here is please go out to the gradebook. Please make sure that anything that you have a 0 on, other than a discussion post, click on that title and make sure you get those things done. Don't get behind, because I can't help you with the zeros, and there's no reason that you can't come away with a really good grade here. And let's see, what else should you know this week? Oh, don't forget, you do have to come to the Zoom sessions. If you miss 3 or more, you know that you're dropped from the class. I think we're doing pretty good there, so don't let that slip up on you. If you got any kind of questions or concerns or problems, please let me know, and we'll do everything we can to help you. With that said, I'll see you in class.